Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your July 2020 forecast. It is good for the Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus sign of Cancer. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person. So it might not resonate with all of you, or only parts of it will. I could be picking up on your energy or the energy of someone around you. Sometimes things can be opposite and in reverse. If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. The link to my website to schedule is in the description below. If you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, hit the bell. When you hit the bell, you know when I read for your sign. I read for all 12 zodiac signs once a week. This is a Celtic cross with a lot of clarification, and it is just an overview forecast. Things can change. The great thing about a forecast is that if you see some stuff that you don't like, you can think of a way to correct your course and get on the path that you want to be on. All right, so let's get into it for you, Cancer. I see you guys going through some transitions in July and in a bit of a holding pattern while you look for a new opportunity, either relationship, career, or possibly where you live, and relocation possibly, or trying to wrap up some stuff so that you can move to something with more growth potential that feels great to you, that you can really explore emotionally, that feels like a great fit. But I think July will be a little bit of a holding pattern for you. It's just a time to help you claim independence and establish some authority in your life. From my sacred geometry for relationships deck, authority did come out. It's awesome. It's like an Aries energy. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. So it will be time to be the emperor in your own life. And I see that you have an emperor around you as well. You might be having some power struggles. Just remember, to truly be an authority of your life, you must be powerful, you must be direct and realized. You must realize your power, but you also have to use wisdom and your intellect and be loving and benevolent and receptive and open as well. Cat spirit came out for you. He's been coming out a lot lately. He's just a cute little kitty. Some of you might be getting rid of a cat that you've had for a while. I just heard that right now. But it is about claiming your independence. It came in the reverse so that you needed the protection message, and it's an important message to hear. When cat spirit comes, it's this may be a time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk? Too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Cat spirit is saying, go for it, because you will land on your feet. You'll land on your feet, Cancer. I think you guys are in an in-between phase. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Cat spirit loves to mix it up. And these seeming upsets will actually bring you to some wondrous and unexpected opportunities that you may not have seen coming. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success, so embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and you can trust yourself. So trust yourself right now, Cancer. Just claim this independence and in-between time, because the moment may come out of nowhere where you have to spring into something and think on your feet. If you're feeling you can't trust yourself, ask yourself why. You might be hesitant to take a risk, but Cat Spirit's here to just say, look, I'm mixing it up for you. And anything that hasn't been going right is sort of part of a divine plan to put you on a better path. I think it's giving you time to get some authority for yourself and deal with some situations where you've been in a holding pattern. The Hermit came out of the tarot as your piece of advice. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you have Virgo in your chart and your close planets somewhere. The Hermit tells us to spend some time alone and search our soul. He goes on a solo spirit walk. So someone might be withdrawn from you this month. I see that communication might be an issue. There might have even been some conflict, or you yourself are meant to spend some time alone, really searching your soul and thinking about what's most important to you. He does his manifesting from within, older and wiser. It's a time of wisdom, gaining knowledge. It might be difficult for you to embrace this in-between time. You might feel a little reclusive. Just use the time wisely to search your soul about some things. He comes out when we need to really think about something and search our soul because it's important to us. So at the center of it all for you, I have the Page of Swords in reverse, and the reason it's all happening, the challenge or the catalyst, is the Five of Swords. Wow. This is tough. This could be you. This could be a person around you. A Page of Swords is a Gemini energy, usually. It's curious, it's thirsty for knowledge, it's thinking of new ways to communicate, and it has a new idea. In reverse, you could struggle with communication, or someone around you might have a difficult time expressing themselves. Sometimes this is a child as well, even a child that might have some learning disabilities or issues, even. Not always, but sometimes. This is when we take haphazard action or we're hasty in a situation. Someone might be all talk, no action, or just having a hard time communicating. This is even blocked communication sometimes, like a person doesn't want to hear it and they don't want to talk about it. The pages in reverse can sometimes deliver no news or bad news. Sometimes the Page of Swords in reverse can be even be a little bit of a shit talker. But it could be that no new communication is coming in and you're having a hard time thinking of new ways to communicate with someone. You or this person might not be so curious or might not want to talk. The reason for that is the Five of Swords. This just came out for Scorpio. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. Not necessarily, though. Do I have any Scorpio here? I don't. So the Five of Swords is change and really having to fight through the change. Fives are about conflict, loss, and change. But with conflict and loss always brings change. So you may be in conflict with some others. There may be some disagreements. This is a competition sometimes, and it can be a convenient contempt. It can be where somebody takes something that does not belong to them. It could have been about a fight of some kind, and where we either feel like we're the winner or the loser, and someone doesn't care about feelings anymore and they feel as though they want to win at all costs. The advice with the Five of Swords is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? But sometimes we do have to fight through change. Someone might want to not want to talk about something because there's anger. Get more facts, get more information, and think of a new way to communicate. If you take a little bit of authority and power and you can embrace your own independence and really search your soul about it the way the Hermit asks you to, you might be able to come up with a better solution and you might get facts in a better way. What's driving you? This was interesting. Five of Cups to the Three of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, there are two cups standing, which is about a unification and a partnership, but the Three of Cups spills. So we focus on the negative. We kind of cry over spilled milk. We have regrets. There's some failure and disappointment. We become pessimistic. Here's the Three Cups that have spilled. So this could be about a dating situation, like a third party situation, or here's the Three Cups that spilled. It always cracks me up in this deck. It's supposed to be a happy card of creation and creativity, collaboration, friendship, celebration, openly dating, and stuff like that. But it always looks like the Mean Girls Club here. So I think that what's driving you is you are looking for a tribe or a creative collaboration that will help you deal with these three cups that have spilled. It's like all you're wanting to replace the things that disappointed you, that you were pessimistic about. And I always expect to see cups in what's driving a water sign. So I like the way you're going about it. But you could be disappointed about a situation that you wanted it to be the Two of Cups, but which was more of a heart to heart, one on one connection. This isn't three's a crowd when it's in the upright, but I think it has to do with a creative collaboration with friends or even about relationships in some way. I like that even though these three cups have spilled, you might be turning away from that. There may be a tribe around you that can help you heal and get creative. Yeah, you might be missing an old tribe and having a hard time with a new tribe as well. You're in an in between phase and you might be wanting to spend some time alone. I get it. I see you going through a lot of change here, and communication seems to be a struggle between yourself and others in your life. You might be just missing socializing in general. In the past, Knight of Pentacles in reverse to Temperance in reverse. So Capricorn here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, younger energy with the Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance is Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with those signs or they're in your chart. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse can be a little stubborn, or he just gets stuck. He needs to work on more self-discipline. He feels bored, maybe ultra conservative, or feeling like you can't finish what you start. You might have expected perfection, or someone might have expected perfection in you. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, worst case scenario, we're kind of lazy or apathetic or just can't set up a good routine. The Knight of Pentacles can also be exhausted and burnt out. This could have to do with career or something like that as well, because this Knight of Pentacles will work hard. He is productive, he is routine and conservative, but he does look like he's a little stuck here and even at a standstill in the upright. Like, look at the horse. He's looking down like, I don't know, man. I don't think we can go any further. There's a ledge. So you're just kind of surveying your land here. He doesn't like to go far from the castle, this Knight of Pentacles. A Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords, they'll run all around. I think you couldn't set up a good routine in a situation. And I think with Temperance in reverse, there couldn't be moderation. Everything was excessive. One minute you felt one way, one minute you felt another way, lots of hot and cold. There is a lack of calm and peace and perspective. And we quite literally can't be moderate with our feelings and what drives us passionately. I think whatever this situation was about, it just ran hot and cold, and you went in circles and you felt stubborn about it, or someone else did. And there just couldn't be healing and perspective and calm in the situation. But I see you guys working through something and realizing, okay, I can handle some stuff myself and look for new opportunities. What you'll be thinking about the most in July, this is interesting, this combination. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, that's your card, and the Moon in reverse, also your planet, Pisces, Cancer here. If this is about work for you guys, you're really fighting through change and stuff like that. And even if it's not quite literally career, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is where we focus more on self-development. But you might be thinking, I don't know if I'm driven to succeed in this situation. I feel like my Chariot's kind of stuck in the garage and I'm feeling a little powerless. And I'm not inspired by this. I can't get it just right. I'm starting to feel overworked in some way, or I think I need to develop myself a little bit more. Why am I working on this? We kind of feel uninspired in a situation, or we just can't put work into it the way we want to in a productive way. And I think it's because you're not entirely sure what direction you're going. You might not be feeling quite like yourself. Some of you, this is about relocation and travel for work and stuff like that. You might feel kind of stuck in a situation, but I do like that the Moon is in reverse, because the Moon is a heavy energy. It's a vagueness, it's an instability, it's a confusion and things not being as they seem. And our intuition is, heightened and tickled, and we don't feel comfortable in a situation. Things are being hidden from us, uncertainty moving forward, and even in the present moment. And we might even hide things from ourselves. In the reverse, it's where we start to feel better and see some things that we didn't see before. We allow our repressed emotions to bubble to the surface, and that feeling of vagueness and instability starts to lift. So if you've been feeling stressed out or insecure or confused because there hasn't been communication and been some disappointments and conflict, you will start to come out of that. You will start to feel better. Just release your expectations, face the uncertainty moving forward. Nobody knows how to control the Chariot better than Cancer. That's why it's your card. You will find the duality. You will be able to claim your independence. Something better will come along, like Cat Spirit said. I think y'all are just idling in the garage. I think you're just recalibrating the GPS here, if that makes any sense, while facing some uncertainty and allowing some repressed emotions that you might have had a hard time dealing with up until now. Some things will be revealed to you, and you will reveal some things to yourself that will help you moving forward. I think I get what's going on here. I think for a lot of you, this is relationship where you realize some stuff and you realize, I can't really have victory or success here. I feel even a little powerless in this situation. I might have worked on it for the wrong reasons or dove in too quickly. Now I just kind of need to recalibrate and face some uncertainty moving forward, and my own emotions. It's relationship or job, I think. Your action you'll be taking, I like it, actually. Ace of Wands to the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, the Three of Wands has been coming out in reverse for a lot of people, and so has the Chariot in reverse, because of what's going on in the world. We are in a holding pattern in a lot of ways. Many countries are stuck in phase 2 with COVID. We cannot plan for the future. We are not able to travel, relocate. We do miss our friends and stuff like that. And with the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, that's because we feel stuck in a lot of ways. This is about the claiming that independence and figuring out your plan for the future. The action you're taking is you absolutely are inspired. You see new opportunities that have growth potential. You're looking for it. You're ready for it. You don't lack direction, really. I think you're just idling in the garage here with the chariot in reverse, not really sure what to work on. It's because you're meant to face some emotions that you had repressed previously and allow yourself to feel better. It's that in between time, it's that hermit time. It's time to let yourself find your true authority and claim some independence. So, looking for new growth potential that inspires you, where you're not distracted, it's no longer an emerging idea. But the Three of Wands in reverse tells me there might be some unexpected delays. You might need to play it small for a little bit. You might just lack foresight. You want something new, but you're not necessarily ready to stand there on the shore and wait for it to come to you. Make sure you're not lacking in confidence and don't hang on to the past. If it's about a distance thing, that might be the problem for you and you don't want to go so far away, or you're just not seeing expansion yet. You're just hanging on to that new beginning that inspires you passionately. The way you see yourself, I was like, oh, Cancer, this is just about what you're going through right now and what's happening in the world. Six of Wands in reverse to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Honestly, what I see you guys doing is having more of private achievements and focusing on breaking cycles for yourself, breaking karmic cycles that weren't serving you. The Six of Wands in reverse can feel like a fall from grace. It can feel like our ego was bruised. We don't get the success. We don't get the public recognition. We're not feeling confident. With the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse, some of you are intentionally pulling yourself out of the spotlight in a situation because there might be conflict and disappointment. So you're focused more on your own personal definition of success and private achievements. You're not strutting through town. You might not have gotten the promotion. You might not have gotten the guy or the girl. You might feel a little thrown off your horse, but it's just a time to focus on your own definition of success. You will get back out there and you will get the praise and victory and the recognition you deserve when the time is right. And this Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about struggling with the ups and downs of life. You guys might feel like you've hit a stroke of bad luck, or that there are things that are out of your control that you struggle to tolerate those ups and downs with. You might feel as though you've had bad fate, or that things have happened in the world, like, oh, I don't know, a pandemic that's stopping the wheel from turning. It's meant to give you a time to break cycles and get away from others that can't tolerate ups and downs with you. You know, if someone around you has been rejecting you and there's bad communication and a fight, it's just meant to teach you your own personal definition of success, allow you to break cycles so that you can move towards having cycles where there is the expansion of Jupiter and you will be successful. I just feel it's all meant to happen for you because of where you're ending up. The energy around you, this is interesting. The way this person sees themselves in the relationship with you is the Queen of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Wands is usually pretty courageous and pretty confident and a fiery, independent person who's very determined. It's a badass bitch, usually. And it's usually a hype girl, a friend, a very independent person. The Queen and King of Wands will commit, but they will put themselves first. Sometimes the Queen of Wands can be the other man or the other woman in a relationship. Not necessarily, though. This is a general reading. It really depends on the situation. This person's feeling a little introverted from you. They're focused on gaining more self-confidence and self-respect. They're probably trying to reestablish their sense of self and they're not feeling as confident and determined in this situation. Worst case scenario, this person's being a fire breathing dragon because they're not getting the attention they want. But for whatever reason, they feel the need to be introverted from you. Maybe they can't offer support or passion at this point. Watch out for fights because she'll fight and she can be mean even. So if this is a little ringleader of a tribe, listen to your intuition. I think you'll start to very much in July if it's about this relationship. The feelings they have towards you, Death and the Emperor. Pardon me, you guys. There's that authority. Death is Scorpio. This is Aries. This person is going through a death and a rebirth. Their emotions are transforming. They've been through an ending of some kind, either with you or in their own life, and they're in a place of transformation. At this time, there might be and have been an ending, or they're just transforming. They're wanting something to die and for something new to grow in the place of what dies. And during that time, they will be very in control of their feelings. This person could be in a serious commitment. This emperor could be them, or it could be someone around them or you. The emperor has a lot of control. He sort of has a stiff upper lip. He's very logical. He's very practical. He wants to control his feelings. So this person wants to stay in control. This person could be married. They could be in a position of authority, married to you even, but they're going through some kind of major transition in their life. So they're not going to show you a lot of emotion, and they're being very introverted. The action they want to take towards you, though, Ten of Swords in reverse to the High Priestess. So this person's seeing there's endings here with this person that have to do with you or that have to do with someone else. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Pisces. This person either wants to avoid an inevitable painful ending, or they are recovering and regenerating from deep wounds, betrayal, loss, or crisis, even trying to get over painful endings, and they will be very passive towards you. This person might be a very intuitive person. They might even be a counselor in some way, but not necessarily. They're not going to come to you. They might want you to come to them because they are really trying to control their feelings, and they're feeling pretty introverted. I don't see this person taking any action towards you. They're being calm, they're being still. The High Priestess sometimes has a secret. The High Priestess often is listening to their intuition because they don't have all the answers to something, and they don't show a lot of emotion. Oh, these three cards don't show a lot of emotion. So that's what's going on with the energy closest to you. Again, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The way you're feeling, though, I kind of get it with whatever you're going through. Again, I know for some of you this is work, some of you this is relocation, some of you is relationship, some of you it's all three at the same time, clearly. Four of Cups in reverse to the Ten of Wands. What I heard when I dropped these cards was, all right, I cannot stay in an emotional analysis paralysis forever here. I have focused on the negative, been apathetic, and emotionally contemplated something long enough. I've been in retreat, I've been in withdrawal, and I'm tired of life passing me by. I'm tired of life looking like this. Hey, do you want that cup up there? I don't know. What about those three cups down there? Nah, I just need to sit here for a bit. And you sit and you sit and you sit, and it gets stagnant after a while. But I think it's because you've been carrying some heavy burdens on your own. We've got two tens here. So, sorry, it's truck stopped here. I live next to a busy road. I see you trying to complete a heavy cycle. There's extra responsibility, hard work to the point where it's a burden. So I think you're kind of like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore to myself. I will pick up all 10 wands and I will complete this cycle on my own. No, I don't need help. No, it's cool. I got it. I got it. I think you're having a hard time letting something go. I see you completing a cycle, and you know you can't just sit here apathetically and deal with it. You're like, all right, life is passing me by. Here's the castle. I'm almost there. I'm going to complete this cycle, even if I have to do it on my own. It's almost like the chariot's not working, so you're going to do this on foot, even though it's harder. Watch out that your car doesn't break down in the middle of the night and you're like, okay, we can just get there by foot. That's what I see you guys doing because it's what you have to do. But you're moving towards something really beautiful, Cancer. Two of Wands, the Lovers, Page of Cups. I see you guys looking for a situation that feels great. Looks pretty steamy in this deck. The Lovers is about love. It is about relationships, but it can be any kind of a relationship, a new home, a job, dating, even family. The Lovers is about a total unification where your values align. But with the Lovers, there's always choices. And I do see here with the Two of Wands, you have more than one choice, watching from afar, picking a path to move forward. It's focused on a new beginning. You need to make some decisions. You need to discover more. What I see here for you is your actions are okay. I want the growth potential, but I need to stand still and figure out which path to take. And even if I want to start the journey to begin with, I'm not ready to plan for the future yet. And I'm not going to stand there and wait around for things that I know I can't build stability with. It's kind of like a back to the drawing board kind of feeling for me when I look at this, because things have sort of, the Wheel of Fortune has sort of stopped, or you've been playing out cycles that have been karmic and haven't worked out, that have even caused anger and conflict for you. I think you're finding new tribes with this Three of Cups here, looking for new things that will bring total alignment. And this Page of Cups is a little Pisces offer. This is a creative opportunity where we feel emotionally curious about something and we see possibility. Sometimes it's an apology, but not always. It's just where we start new cycles. A page is a pivotal moment, very powerful, where we explore and study something from the heart in a small, tiny, almost, he's very shy. See how he's shy? In a small way. I think you're looking for new things that there will be total alignment with. So even though we start off with this Page of Swords in reverse, these two look a little angry. He's like, "Whoo, I'm terrified about this." This is, struggling with communication and conflict and really working through tough change. I see you guys going in a great direction. It's just time to search your soul, embrace your own independence, and claim that authority. Remember, authority is a realized feeling. It's powerful and it's directed. You direct it at something, but it's also receptive, wise, and loving. So that's really what July will be about for you, Cancer. All right, you guys, that's your reading for July. I hope it resonates with you. And if it does, I hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Cancer. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys, and I'll see you next time.